Importance of stuffing. First point is effective managerial functions. Now, what the effective managerial function is there? The effective management function is there that the management or the manager should have a good planning about the projects, about the performance, and he should have the organizing, directing, and controlling. How this will work? If your subordinates, if your colleagues or the staff employees are good in the work, or they are very effectively who can have a good production about sales and finance, etc., the outcome of other function is based on the effectiveness of stuffing. Now take the example, you become the salesman. If you are given a performance that this target you have to achieve in this month, if you goal that target, if you achieve that target, the manager will appreciate your performance. So that is the first effective managerial function that you are going to play in this point. Or you can write in your own word also. What is the effective managerial functions? When a person is giving you some task or to target to fulfill that planning or to complete that planning, that is called managerial function in short terms. Next is leads to effective utilization of human resources. Now you are having different types of resources. That resources should be used by the stuffing or the person where you are working. It is called a workforce. Proper care is taken at various stage at such recruitment. So there should be some recruitment, HR, the person who is recruiting some of the person in the field of job. It should be in a proper way, and that department will be called as a HR department. Selection, the selection process in the hands of the manager or the person who is appointed over there to look after the selection. Placements, remuneration, training, development, etc. So these are the places plays a very important role. Excessive burden of work is avoided. Optimum utilization of human resources result in improvement in performance and process of organizing. If the person is having a caliber or good skill to optimum the resources which are there in the company, if the person is showing the performance in the improvement, that person will be good for the progress for the organization. So that will be depend on the HR person. Next is build cordial relationship. So you should have a good relationship among the organization of all the levels of employees. If you are having good relationship with the employees, you will have a good growth in the field of organization. So you should have a good communication between the coordination and to show the good efforts in the organization. How you will show the good efforts? Your unity should be there. If the unity is there in the company or the organization, you will build a good relationship among your organization. Next is helps human resource development. Now how you will help resource development of an organization? So let us discuss. Skilled and experienced employee is an asset of a business organization. Stuffing helps to inculcate the organizational culture into employees. So you should have a stuffing means you should have whatever your assets you are using in the business, that should be in a proper way, that should be in a good condition that employee can use that. It trains and develops the existing workforce. It ensures smooth functions of all the managerial aspect of the business organization. So it should be a good human resource development. Helps in effective use of technology and other resources. Trained employees can use the latest technology, capital materials, and method of work effectively. It helps in building competitive strength of the organization. It also helps full in standard of work and productivity in terms of quality and quantity. See, when you are having an effective technology in the company or a good resources in the company, you can have a good work in the company actually. A latest technology which are having to you, and you can use that in a correct, proper way. It helps a competitive strength, means you will have a competitive organization among two organizations. Take the example of Tata Birla or take the example of Ambani company. So these two company will have a good competitive competition among each other. It also helps fully in improving standard of work and productivity, means the person who are working in the company, that standard should be there, and whatever the work is given, it should be there in the quality and quantity, whatever the production is taking place in your organization. Improves efficiency. Training and development programs are offered to the employee for self-development and organizational training. Now why the training is given to you? To develop your skills. So whatever skills you are having and you are going to work for the organization, that skill will be given in the training and development work. Through proper selection, the organization gets quality employment. So I have told you, if you are interested in accounts department, you will be selected for the accounts department in the organization. So you will be giving that training, you will be having a different types of accounting treatments of doing that work in a particular organization. Proper training, the performance level of the employees can be improved. So whatever the training is given to you, it is given according to the work, that what that work is allocated to you, and that performance will be improved for the company. Long-term effect. Qualified, efficient and skillful workforce is always an asset of the organization. Proper selection of employee leads the organization towards the path of success. Normally, long-term positive effects can be observed on the efficiency of the organization. So whatever the organization is offering you, or the selection is done by the employees, it should be qualified and the efficient and skillful person should be there in the organization. Why? Because it will be the success for the organization in the company actually. Next is essential contribution. So whatever the contribution is there towards the company, that should be there in the company actually, for the organization. Stuffing ensure the continuity and growth of the organization through development of employees. So you should have the stuffing or the good contribution to the company. Why? Because you will have a good contribution in the company will have a good growth in the future. Selection is based on the ability of the prospective employees. Selection is plays a very important role. If HR is selecting you, it will depend on the ability, what ability you are having to work in the company, so that organization can meet the future challenge wisely. So that challenge will be fulfilled by the company by selecting you in the company actually. Therefore, the contribution of the staff in the future role is taken into account in staffing functions. Next is job satisfaction. Job satisfaction means when you're working in some of the place, if you're satisfied with the job, if you're getting a good interest in the job, the company is collaborating with you, your company is having a good contact, a good relationship among you, then you will have a good job satisfaction where you are getting benefits. Employees can be motivated through financial and non-financial incentives, like you are getting good remuneration, good incentives in the form of doing work, and it will be a job satisfaction to you. Why? Because you are getting money for that work. Adequate remuneration increase job satisfaction and morale the employees. So when you are getting a good satisfaction from the job, if you get a good remuneration, your morale, your working towards the company becomes more. You are more interested towards the work. Training and development program, fair remuneration and job security are the factors which are improvement in providing the job satisfaction. When you are showing a good program or good performance in the training and development, it will become a job security for you, that no harm will be provided into your jobs, and that will be the important providing for the job satisfaction. You will get a good satisfaction apart from the company, means you are doing the good performance for the company, you are showing a caliber, you are showing a good effectiveness, you are doing efficiency work for that given task. So that will be the job satisfaction. Maintains harmony. In stuffing process, individuals are recruited, means when you're working or when you're going for the interview, individuals are recruited. Not like that if 5 persons are there, once in a 5 person will go for the interview. No, not like that. It should be an individual recruitment. Selected and placed as well as the performance is regularly appraised and promotion are given on the basis of merit. If you're working towards the company, if you're working good, if you're working hard for the company and you are showing good performance towards the company can promote you, or the company can give you the promotion in the top level or the middle level where your position is. If you take the example, when you joined the company, you became the ex-manager, but when you are going or when you're showing a good performance towards the company, then the company will have a good promotion. You will be called as a means manager, the senior manager of that company. So automatically your incentives will be increased, your remuneration will be increased. So that is the good harmony that you are showing towards the company. For this criteria is made and duly communicated to concerned peoples, it brings peace and harmony in the organization. So that is important to have a good harmony in the organization. Why? Because you are appraised by the person or by the concerned employees who has appointed to you. Now next we will see directing.